Cindy.
And I'm Mindy.
For real, I'm Misty. This is Cindy.
Cindy.
So if you're at an open house and you think you're being watched, you are.
You are.
More and more of our clients have cameras now, and trust me when I tell you, they're watching all of us.
I would say about 3 years ago, maybe 4, was when the phenomenon started. Everyone in our neighborhoods got ring cameras. And many of them went a step further and had them all throughout their homes. So whenever you go into an open house, just assume, or any home, in anyone's home, anytime,
Listening.
assume they're listening. They are. It's crazy. If they have an Alexa, if they have any of that, they're listening. If you're like, you're being listened to. So keep all those.
So keep your shit together. Don't
Bad
say
words
anything.
to yourself. Absolutely. Here's some stories. Story time. First time it happened to us. We had a house we were selling in Hermosa Beach. Beautiful home. And our assistant had to go open the door for us. Just get it open, turn on the lights, make it look beautiful, get some candles rolling, because it's all about the image, right?
Of course, her key doesn't work.
Yep, and I get a phone call. And the phone call was, your assistant is losing her at my front door. Okay, she didn't have a southern accent, but she was not happy. So literally our assistant could not open the front door. She was struggling on it.
And dropping F-bombs.
And it
was recorded.
And now she's famous. So that was the first time. Once we realized that was happening, we thought, oh my gosh, we're being recorded during open house as well, and all our showings.
So then there was the other house in Redondo Beach, and the sellers were a little controlling. We didn't know that they had a camera, but we were showing a nice group sellers. They had a couple agents with them, and all of a sudden they asked me how long a wall was, and I told them, oh, I've got this app on my iPhone. I'm going to measure it for you. And so we all looked at the wall and we did like this, and they had a camera strapped to the wall way up top, and you could tell that it was live. And when I saw that, it startled me because everybody else saw it too, and I was nervous. And I fell and busted my ass.
Like it was not pretty.
In front of the camera, in front of everybody, I busted my ass.
So while she's on the floor, I'm just freaking out like, oh my God, we're being recorded. And Misty jumps up and she's like, that would be 12 feet right there. I'm like, that is my partner. She's so professional. She just kept going. So yes, we're being recorded. The problem was, first of all, yes, it's illegal. You need to let people know if you're going to be recording them.
The buyers that were walking through the house, they were creeped out. They didn't like it. They didn't want to do business with the sellers. It just went south. It was a bad move, bad look.
And it didn't help when they walked through and complained of how atrocious the floors were. And these are the floors that they imported from Madagascar.
Put them down with their own hands.
It was not good. Mm-hmm. And honestly, do you really want to know what the buyers are saying about your house? Not everyone has the same taste. Not everyone has good taste. We do. So you're being recorded. Another story is we were at an open house showing the property, and somebody asked a question that we were showing to. We didn't know we were being recorded inside yet. And when we left for the day, we'd like to give our clients a whole rundown. Who came, how many in that group, what is their likelihood of buying. And she said, so I think if anybody asks, and she asked a very specific questions about
the woman in the yellow sweater that came by, I think she's about 32.5% chance that she might put in an offer, but it's going to be a low offer. What do you think?
But she said, however, if you answered the question like this instead of that, she might have put in an offer today. So all you agents out there, I think if you haven't worked with someone like that is very particular about percentages and they have lists, then you haven't studied the DISC profile. And I highly recommend it. DISC, the DISC. Take a class, it's worth it. So for instance, that person would be a C personality, meaning they are typically your engineers, your CPA, somebody who
super technical,
very technical, very specific. Now, Misty and I are very broad.
We're
We see
not
the
like
big
that.
picture. We hire those to be super specific, right? But these
to.
are people you have to work with. And sometimes on that look, we all fit in the disc profile, and they are all perfect. There's not one that's better
There's
than
not
the
a
other.
bad one. You
It's
have to have
just-
all of them to make things work.
And in your life, you have to have all of them. So Misty and I are both high ID. I is very outgoing, creative,
It's who you want to be at the party with.
partiers. D are drivers. They are the ones that make the world go round. They push forward, make everyone do what they say. They take that creativity and they make it happen. But you can't live without an S. S is support people. Those are people that work in the hospitals, the doctors, those that just want to support what everyone else needs to get done. And things don't happen unless you got a few of those around.
Everybody has a very important space.
So if you as an agent, you're a high I, meaning you're super fun and inspirational and you like to party and you like to have parties with your friends and your clients and they love your personality.
Easy to connect with.
Yeah, but you get a C personality or a driver and you want to party and they mean business. Guess what you got to do? You got to shift. You got to shift. And you got to take it down a little bit and let the driver drive the situation. You just take notes and do your job. Or let the person make their list and then you accomplish those tasks for them. So it's all on how you work with people, and it's a very, very valuable tool, the disc profile. If you want any information on that, DM us, go to our website, send us an email, text us, smoke signals, all of that. And if you are gonna put cameras in your house to sell the property,
Let everybody know.
you've got to disclose it. And if you're an agent and you see cameras up, just make the assumption that they are on. And why don't you take this amazing word of advice and just not say anything negative? Doesn't help.
Be
Doesn't help.
nice.
Just be nice. Be nice and sell the property.
Hide the crazy.
Or have a little drink.
So I'm Cindy, and this is Misty.
And as Misty likes to say, is it martini time?